So the Dragon Ball Legends 8th anniversary part 3 starts tomorrow, and you know we have to follow through. I've collected everybody's opinions for this video and I'm gonna take it very seriously. We're gonna be dropping characters we would all skip in the 8th anniversary part 3. It doesn't matter what they do with that character. It could be a new rarity, it could be an ultra, it can be a legend. They could bring back Legends Limited. They could combine every rarity in one. Legend, ultra, finish. We're all skipping frame 1, and we all agree, as I've already spoken to you, and it's on all of us, right? This is the full consensus, so no backing out now. I already spoke to you, bro. Let's get it. All right, I'm just not gonna waste anybody's time here. We're gonna start with the top floor boss. We all know that Ultra MUI Goku is a unit we would spend 0 Chrono Crystals on. Literally, like, we'd actually just uninstall the game. Let's just be real. Nobody wants to deal with passive ball legend. It doesn't matter how hype he is, and we're saving our CC for the Moro arc MUI Goku anyways. Am I right, guys? Let's just be real. MUI Goku, we've had so many and they just keep dropping him. The blue one from the 7th anniversary wasn't even that hype. Let's be real, it leaked. You know, the other ones, sure, at the beginning, but we're kind of fatigued now. Like, I saw you lying down on the floor because you're so tired of fighting UI Gokus. Let's just be real. So if Ultra MUI Goku drops, we're pretty much just gonna go on about our day and not spend any CC. Being real, we'd be more hyped for characters like Toppo. Like God Toppo, everybody's God of Destruction, everybody's favorite God of Destruction, all about justice, you know. Even SSBE Vegeta would be more hyped than MUI Goku, and we all agree, honestly. At this point, with the amount of UI Gokus they drop, how many do we have? We have the yellow one. We have one for every element. Blue, green, purple, yellow, red, and we have two mastered forms, and the rest are sign. I think we should just give it a rest, and honestly, we deserve the rest. We should go for something else, you know. We can go back in on Charlotte, we can summon Ultra Gogeta Blue, we can summon on Broly, and even Trunks and Gohan. Hybrids are running the game anyways. So if we're being very real, Ultra MUI or MUI Goku in any way, shape or form, we're just skipping that. Let's just be frank. It's not something we need. It's not something you need. You don't need it at all. You don't even want it. So regardless, if you needed it, you wouldn't be summoning, and that's something we've all agreed on. So yeah, that's the first one. Gotta get the top floor go out the way. We do like you, UI Goku, but like, just stay out of this 8th anniversary. We're not gonna spend any CCs on you at all. So let's move on and move on to other conversations at this point. All right, number 2 contender of a character we would 100% skip, right? And this one, I don't know why everybody keeps bringing it up, because none of you guys would get hyped for this. We've already had the discussion, so I'm not just saying that to like shove it down your throats. We've all already agreed that it's not hype. Buu Saga Spirit Bomb Goku. This is something people keep bringing up, and I think they're just doing that to be nice, you know. Very understandable. We see it in every single conversation between every YouTuber on Twitter, social media, whatever, cool. But let's just be real. We already got LR Super Vegeta, and he's more hype in the same saga. So why do we need a Buu Saga Super Saiyan 3 Goku? It doesn't even matter if he's Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan, he can be in base. It really don't matter. We're all gonna skip because it's just not pulling enough hype for the 8th anniversary finale. He's not gonna have great animations. He's not gonna eclipse LR Super Vegito, and even competing in the 8th anniversary, he doesn't even stand a chance against these guys. Gogeta Blue, Broly, get him over Charlotte. That might be difficult, man. And we all know this. We all know this. Like, you told me this yourself. So if we're being real, Buu Saga Spirit Bomb Goku is not something we need. Let's just be frank. You know, it will just be a big ball that hits the ground and then it dissipates. We really can avoid this and drop something else that's more hype, more fulfilling for the celebration, because right now we could be on track to making this the best celebration, the 8th anniversary, the greatest celebration of all time, going top grossing in part 1 and part 2. This has almost never happened before. It's been 2 parts before, but part 1 and 2, and you know how easy it is for them to get top grossing in part 3. And let's just be real, you already told me this, by the way. I'm just reiterating your words. Part 3, if they want to get top grossing, just drop something else, and it shouldn't be a Buu Saga Spirit Bomb Goku. Of all things, it shouldn't be a Buu Saga Spirit Bomb Goku. Let's just be frank. So yeah, I don't think I need to speak more on this character. Not that exciting, you know. If anything, they could drop Vegeta. Vegeta was the one putting in all the work, surviving against Kid Buu, you know. We need to give more respect to him. Am I lying? Like, we all saw the Buu Saga. We saw it with our own eyes. I was even there. You know, I was standing next to Hercule and them. So let's just be frank. Buu Saga Spirit Bomb Goku, we're good off that 5. You can stay in the vote. You can drop in a random month like October, you know, celebration. Keep out of it though. Keep out of it though. Like your counterpart Buu Bros, yeah, those guys stink, man. And if they just drop a Spirit Bomb Goku, just gonna stink up the place even more. So let's just avoid the disappointment before we can. Right, guys? Wait, I'm just reiterating your word. We all already agreed, but I'm just telling you guys what you already told me, but in video format. Alright, let's get another big dog out the way. Some of you guys are expecting a Vegito to show up in this celebration. And honestly, me too. We had a Vegito in every single celebration. The 1st anniversary all the way to the 7th anniversary in some way, shape or form. And honestly, that's respectable. But if you think we're gonna close out this celebration with a Vegito, there's something wrong with you. We're not getting a base Vegito. We're not getting a Vegito Blue, and we already have LR Super Vegito. We might be getting a Zenkai Vegito at the max or a Platinum equipment. But if you think we're gonna get a new character release as a Vegito, something's wrong with you. And regardless if we did or didn't, like I said, I'm just reiterating you guys' beliefs. We're all actually skipping this. Vegito Blue can drop and we will not care. It can be a base Vegito and we will not care. He can have custom animations and we will not care. According to you guys, I'm just reiterating the voice of the streets. This is an easy skip. We get Vegitos all the time in the same way as Ultra Instinct Goku. There's this layer of fatigue, you know, if they have to follow their ritual and drop a Vegito in some way, shape or form this celebration, fine. But it shouldn't be the new character and we don't want that. Let's just be real. The new character as a Vegito, man, what's he gonna do? A Spirit Sword? Something I haven't seen before, right? It's gonna be a final Kamehameha or something I haven't seen before. Like, come on guys, like this is getting stale. It's getting stale. Clearly, we need to spice up with something much better. Kid Buu would be a much better pick than Vegito. In fact, we should get another Sword of Hope Trunks. I think all of us would be happy about that. We mess with Trunks. He's basically second Goku. But Vegito again? 8th year in a row? I don't know, man. Sword of Hope Trunks could definitely close out this celebration much more hype than Vegito, especially if they just drop him as a legend, you know. Sword of Hope Trunks, we got the Ultra already this year. But you know, just like last year, they did 2 CMZs. So clearly, 2 Trunkses is not ridiculous and it would appeal to all of us a lot more than another Vegito. So yeah, let's close out this celebration with a real bang. Sword of Hope Trunks would eclipse Vegito. You know, you can just make Vegito supporter and support Trunks because Trunks is the real banger here. But Vegito again, let's cut that out, man. But yeah, you guys already agree, so I don't know why I'm speaking this long on it, but you guys get the point. This is another one where I just see a lot of people bringing him up, and he shouldn't be brought up in any capacity for this celebration. Maybe ever, actually. But Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, just put the sparkles down. All your shine has been taken and transferred to Daima. We're all Daima fanboys. Come on, guys. Daima is the newest series in the Dragon Ball franchise, and it's just much more hype. So hype that they didn't even need to give us a Fusion Warrior in the series. They just dropped us a new Goku, and it's much better than GT. GT is literally just the template, you know, but the new gen just did it better, you know. There are a lot of things where you can be the original, but you can just do it better than them, and Daima is a very clear case. Super Saiyan 4 and Daima clearly clears G4, and you guys told me that yourself, so I don't know why you guys are trying to act confused looking at the screen. We would 100% skip Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We already have UG4, honestly, so are they going to do a better UG4? No, they're just going to add more sparkles. We don't really need that, and like I said, all those sparkles, the shine, Kamehameha and Daima is better than the Big Bang Kamehameha. Like, they tried to gas it up last time and give us the 1000 time, you know. I guess that's better than what he done in GT, you know, since it's only been done in Dragon Ball Legends. But if we're being really real, we're good with GT. Grand Tour, not really. Wouldn't really end the celebration great, and that's what you guys told me. So hey, if we're looking forward to a big celebration right here, the 8th anniversary closing out with an absolute banger, we need to avoid Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But even if they do drop Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we just skip it, and then they know not to do that again, and we can just summon on whatever's next. You know, the after party will probably be more hype, but let's be real. So yeah, don't go the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta route, because the whole viewer base here, they all said they're not summoning. So I'm just being the messenger, don't mind me, and I'm just speaking on behalf of all of these guys in the chat. So yeah, GT, 4Geta, we're good off that 5. Just don't release. Just don't release. Now on the opposite end, there are some things that we would summon for, and very easily, just off the back of what I just said. Daima, if they drop a Goma, all our CCs are going. But you know, it's only because Super Saiyan 4 Goku would be there. Just the better version of everything applicable in GT. So Goma versus Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, this would go crazy, honestly. We'd all be there. All our CCs will hit 0 in frame 1. We'd be skipping every animation. That's how desperate we would be for all of us to try and get Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima. I'd literally have 0 CC flatline in 0.5 seconds, and I'd buy more CC and then go back to 0 because I need to 14 star this unit. And honestly, I just took the idea from you, but because we're all doing it, it's fine, you know, because this is going to be the most hype thing that they could drop in the celebration. Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we need it as well before the Beerus stuff as well, and the Moral arc, to be honest. So naturally, since they dropped the Broly movie stuff, we might as well go with Daima as well. It just pairs with the new Dragon Ball franchise stuff, and we'd all be cooking. Literally eventually Dragon Ball Legends will go back to Prime Dimer, where everybody's only using Dimer. Honestly, we have Hybrid Ball Legends right now, but everybody was happy when it was Dimer, you know, everybody using Dimer, so it's fine. They can even give Margin Ku, you know, he can get Zenkai, do as well. Both of those guys can get Zenkai, I don't mind. We don't mind, all of us. We already have them 14 star because we summoned in the Prime, you know. I was unlucky, but like, you know, if they drop a 4 Ku, I can resummon and get LL Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta as well. We can just all be Dimer boys for the whole finale of this celebration. Absolute peak, you know, we just do it like Dokkan Battle and it will be absolutely peak. You know, they enjoyed theirs over there. We gotta get a turn too. Naturally. So let's just be real with it. Dimer. No troll, this one I've actually got consensus from all of you guys. Like, I've seen all of you guys say this would be amazing. God Goku and Beerus. You guys thought I was trolling in this video, but clearly this is a great pick. And we all agreed already. Like, this one, genuinely, on you, on everything you like in life, we all agree about a God Goku and Beerus. This would be amazing. Even if it's just God Goku, that's fine. Because we all want to eviscerate Hybrid Ball Legends, Gohan Ball Legends. God Goku can do that, but if they don't drop God Goku, Beerus can do that. And we do need a copy of both of these guys before they go into the Dragon Ball Super Beerus stuff, because we've got the Dragon Ball Super or the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie. So we need to still get the old stuff out so we can capitalize on it, and then we get the new stuff later as well. And it would also set a good precedent for the team before the Dragon Ball Super Beerus stuff comes out, which is obviously going to be better than if they just drop the Dragon Ball Super Beerus stuff frame 1, because there's still a chance they can mess up the team. So we need some layering into the game before we get into the peak when they drop Dragon Ball Super Beerus. So I think all of us, like we've already discussed, would be down for a Super Saiyan God Goku in whatever rarity and a Beerus, both if not one of them, and we'd still be ecstatic. This would easily go top grossing because we're all going to be down summon for this. Frame 1, the whales are going to be spending their hard-earned cash so that they can buy CC to summon on this unit, and all of us will be using every CC we can scrape out of this game for this release. Naturally. Now this last one, I know we had the discussion and it was a little like hard to actually have the discussion because there's a little contradiction here with how we feel about the game in its current state with Gohan and Hybrid Ball Legends and what we'd actually want for the finale of the part 3. Both of us, right? There isn't ever enough Gohans in Dragon Ball Legends. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. There's not enough Gohans in Dragon Ball Legends. So I think they should actually finalize, well, I say but I'm speaking on you guys' behalf. BoJack Gohan should be the final Gohan that we get in the celebration to close out and peak the celebration. I think it makes a lot of sense. You guys think it makes a lot of sense. We think it makes a lot of sense because they literally just Zenkai'd the Gohan, but he's kind of outdated. He doesn't have cover changes and whatnot. And Trunks and Gohan are there. Obviously, they're the game originals. But you know, they kind of push game originals just a tiny bit. So we kind of need a pure hybrid Saiyan. And then we could also bring back Broly and Gogeta from part 1. So everybody wins this way if they just drop another Gohan, honestly. You see how Gohan brings everybody together? It's a bit contradicting, I know, because of hybrid Saiyans, but don't worry about it. You'll be fine because Gohan's also a movies unit. And this BoJack Gohan, he's like everybody's favorite Gohan. Let's be real. He's his father's son, wearing the Goku fit. If anything's available in Dragon Ball Legends to release for this part 3, I think we all have the consensus that BoJack Gohan would be a very good pick. He's also Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 2 is just such a good transformation on Gohan, you know, it just fits naturally took out Cell on everything. So yeah, I don't think I need to speak more on this. It's a very apparent thing that we'd all spend our CC on Super Saiyan 2 BoJack Gohan. So yeah, how much CC you got, by the way? I've got like 15,000, but I'm gonna get more than that if it's BoJack Gohan because we're all looking for more Gohans in Dragon Ball Legends. I know it's a bit contradicting because of hybrid Saiyans, but you know, we can never have enough Gohans in Dragon Ball Legends, and when they do drop one, we need it to be peak. You know, we're trying to get top grossing here so we can go free for free, make it the best celebration ever, and Gohan, we all agreed, would just make it that. But yeah, man, that's the end of the video. I'm pretty sure I spoke for the whole community here in a very open and apparent fashion. We all agreed on everything I said in this video. You guys are just watching it to confirm my thoughts so that I'm relaying your thoughts as accurately as possible. But to be honest, you guys have seen the video because I showed you before I posted it. So I don't even know why you're watching, to be honest. You're just watching to support, I guess, and I appreciate that. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 200,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.